डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब आंबेडकर ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी.
Namaskar dear students, I Dr. Himanshu Patel welcome you from the Chaitanya studio of Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar Open University. We are in lecture series for the program Bachelor in Computer Application and we are learning paper 105, that is Introduction to Computer Application Office Suite. In today's session we are going to learn about Microsoft Outlook. So let us start. In today's session we will learn or understand the use of Microsoft Outlook. What is Microsoft Outlook is? We will also learn how to configure your Gmail account with your to use with Outlook. We will also set up account in Outlook and we will learn about how to send email or compose email and then send email with attachment or other things like picture, text, signature, etc. We will also learn how to add new context. Microsoft Outlook not only provides you facility for sending and receiving email, but it will allows you to add context and you can search context, you can delete context, you can short context. So, we will learn about that and we will also learn how to create appointment and how to invite attendees for that appointment, and we will also learn how to send recurrence of such appointment. So, let us start with what is Microsoft Outlook is. Now, one might have question that why should I use Microsoft Outlook? So, Microsoft Outlook is basically an email client. That means primary function of Microsoft Outlook is to send and receive email. So, if you should use Microsoft Outlook if you want to start and keep track of emails, you want to organize and retrieve information quickly from your email, when you want to schedule your work and accordingly you want to send reminder, right. So, this is also possible. You can keep track of any schedule, appointments and project due dates. So, these are the functions or features that are provided by Microsoft Outlook. Now, before we start understanding Microsoft Outlook, we should understand how to configure your Gmail account to use with Microsoft Outlook. Before start Microsoft Outlook, we need to set up our Gmail account so that it can be used with Microsoft Outlook. Now, remember here we consider only Gmail account, but you can have other accounts like Yahoo or Hotmail. So, accordingly you have to consider setting up your mail account. So, let us start with how to set up your Gmail account to use with Outlook. So, these are the steps that we will understand from screenshot also. First you log into your Gmail account and then you have to go to settings by clicking the gear icon at the top right, and from that you have to choose setting, and from settings you have to select forwarding and POP/IMAP tab. From that you can enable POP and IMAP. Now, what is POP and IMAP? Basically they are email protocols. POP means post office protocol and we are using version 3. So, sometimes it is called POP 3, and IMAP is internet mail access protocol. Now, what is difference between IMAP and POP? The POP will download your email from server and delete it from server, but if you are using IMAP for downloading your email from email server, it will allow you to sync your emails with multiple devices. That means, you can have multiple devices to access your emails from email server. So, it is better to use IMAP rather than POP3, but you can use any of these depending on your requirement. So, we have to set or enable IMAP and POP3 in your Gmail account, and then you have to save changes, and then you can use it with Microsoft Outlook. So, let us see how to do this in screenshot. So, here we have screenshot of Gmail account, and on top right we can see this gear button. By clicking on this, we can open these settings, and from settings you have to enable POP for all mails and enable IMAP. After doing this, you have to save changes, and then you can use these account with Microsoft Outlook. Let us come back to Microsoft Outlook. Now, how to start Microsoft Outlook? So, like any other program, you can start Microsoft Outlook clicking on Start button, and then go to Program, then select Microsoft Office, and from within that you can click on Microsoft Office Outlook 2003. So, this is how we can start Microsoft Outlook. Now, once you open Microsoft Outlook, it will first prompt you to set up your email account. So, screen that shown on screen will be displayed, like this kind of dialog box will open, where it prompts that it is configuring my Outlook account, and here you can see the dialog box which is known as a Outlook 2003 startup wizard. So, by clicking or it guides you to how to configure your account in Microsoft Outlook. So, here you have to press next button. You can see there are back, next and cancel button. You have to press next. So, it will guide you to the next step. Now, here it will ask you that you can configure Outlook to connect to a Microsoft Exchange server, internet email or other email server. Would you like to configure an email account? So, it asks you question whether you want to configure email account right now. If you do not want to configure right now, then later on you can also configure from Microsoft interface, but it is preferable to set up your account at the beginning of starting Microsoft Outlook. So, here we select yes and then press next. Now, next it will ask you for the server type. So, here server types are Microsoft Exchange server, POP3, IMAP, HTTP or any additional server types. So, we discussed that we should select IMAP, and we have configured POP3 and IMAP both in Gmail account. So, we can select either IMAP or POP3. So, here we are selecting IMAP, and we have to then press next. So, here is the next button that you can press to move further. So, here it asks you for the email account details. So, first you need to enter user information. User information includes your name, your email address which is you generally use, and in incoming mail server we must use imap.gmail.com, which is a mail server for Google, and from outgoing mail server we have to use smtp.gmail.com. You have to exactly type like this, and in logon information you should provide your email address and whatever password you have used for that account. And if you click on this remember password but checkbox, then it remember password and never ask you again. But we should additionally set up some parameters by clicking on this more settings button. Now, what is that more settings button? When you click on this more settings button, it will open one dialog box with 4 tabs. So, let us see what will happen when you click on this. So, it will open internet email setting dialog box, and here there are 4 tabs: general, outgoing server, connection and advanced. So, we need to configure 2 tabs. The first tab is outgoing server. So, in outgoing server I have to check this checkbox which says my outgoing server requires authentication. Authentication means you must provide username and password, and here we tick or click on these, use same setting as my incoming mail server, because we are using same server for receiving and sending email. So, in outgoing server tab you need to configure this, and last tab which is advanced tab that you can see over here. Here we have to specify port number. So, port number is used specifically for different services. Here for IMAP server the port number is 993 with SSL protocol, secure socket layer protocol. So, here if I tick this, it is automatically changed to 993, but you can also manually type that port number, right. And here you have to specify port number for outgoing server, which is our SMTP, simple mail transfer protocol, and here the port number is 465. Again you have to check this and then you have to press OK. So, we need to make changes in email setting from this dialog box. Once you provide all this information and press next, it will, based on information provided by you, it will check account setting. So, here test account settings dialog box will open and it will perform various tasks, and if all tasks are successful, it means that your email account is successfully tested and can be used within Microsoft Outlook. So, this is the process of setting email account in Outlook. Remember, before this we have also make changes in our Gmail account in order to use it with Outlook. So, once this process is finished, you can have Microsoft Outlook interface or window which generally initially shows inbox and various windows that you can use. So, let us see Microsoft Outlook interface. So, this is your Microsoft Outlook interface which initially shows when you start Microsoft Outlook for the first time. So, let us see various parts of Microsoft Outlook. So, the first top line is generally known as title bar, we all know, and it shows software name, and it initially it shows inbox. So, inbox is there. Then there is a menu bar. There are many menus like any other Microsoft Office product. Menus are used for performing different actions. So, we have menu bar also which have many menus, and then there are toolbars that you can use to send, receive, etc., or composing new email. There are certain buttons are available that we will learn. So, here is a navigation pane. So, by default in navigation pane we have mail view, means we are generally looking for mails. So, mail view is a default view, and then we can have calendar view, contact view, task view, notes, folder list and shortcuts. So, by using this navigation pane you can quickly switch between different views, and then comes these folder list. Now, Microsoft Outlook provides you facility for creating folders, and inside folder you can place mails related to particular source in a particular folder. So, this is a folder list. You can create your own folder, you can delete or put content inside folder, and you can do many tasks which is similar to managing folder in Windows. So, this is called folder list. Then we have preview pane. Now, what is preview pane? So, here you can see we have one email is there, and that email content is shown in preview pane, right. So, if you select particular email from inbox, it shows its preview inside preview pen. And lastly, at the bottom we have status line like any other Microsoft Office product. What we can do with email in Microsoft Outlook? So, here is the list. You can personalize email with custom signature. Now, what is signature? When you writing letter, we are putting our signature at the end of letter. So, similarly, you can have your own signature in Microsoft Outlook, and Outlook will automatically append that signature to every single mail that you send to particular recipient. So, it looks very formal letter or email. So, for that Microsoft Outlook provides facility for signature. Then you can personalize with themes, that means your look and feel can be personalized. Then you can insert file, folder, picture, etc. with your email, right. So, we can have attachment. In attachment you can send any kind of file with your email as a supporting document. Then we can have importance or priority ratings, so that you can filter based on importance or priority. So, you can specify ratings, so that we can come to know these are the emails of importance, these are with normal priority, and these are with low priority. So, you can have importance or priorities for or ratings in mails. Then you can perform spell check, like we perform spell checking other software, we can make spell checking in our email also. And finally, we can have scheduled delivery. Now, what is scheduled delivery? Scheduled delivery means email is sent on particular date and time that you have specified. It means, for example, if you want to wish your friends with birthday email or greetings card that you want to send in email on his birthday, you can set up that email in advance and it will automatically send to particular person on that scheduled date and time. So, these kind of things are known as a scheduled delivery that you can also do. Let us see how to compose email before sending it. So, there are two ways to compose your email. The first is by clicking on new button from toolbar or by clicking new option from file menu, and inside that you have to select mail message. Now, shortcut key for new mail message is Ctrl+N. So, after clicking on these you can compose your email. Now, let us see what will happen when you click on this. So, here you can see this is a compose dialog box, where in 2 you have to specify recipient email address. In CC means carbon copy, you want to send same email to another person, you can specify inside CC, and inside subject we generally write down our subject line, and here is a actual email editing area where you can write your email, right. And here you can see we have formatting toolbar that you can use to format your text inside email. Not only that, you can attach file by clicking on this attach button, and this attach button will open this dialog box where you can select your file and then press insert, so that it is attached to your email. Now, here you can see there is a attached line where it shows the file that you have attached with email. Not only that, you can also insert auto text, picture or any other file inside your email. So, we can have very nice facility for drafting email inside Microsoft Outlook, and once your email is ready, you can press this send button, so that it will automatically send to recipient that is specified inside to and CC. So, this is how we can send email in Outlook. Now, how to create signature? We have discussed that we can have signature. So, to create signature you have to go to tools menu and then you have to select options, and inside options when you click on this option command, it will open one dialog box, and inside that dialog box we have to go to mail format tab, and mail format tab we have to select this signature button. So, again I repeat, tools, options, mail format and signature, and then you have to click on this signature. It will automatically open one dialog box where you can create your signature. So, let us see that. Here it is a signature and stationery dialog box. Here you can see any signature that you have created before, and this is a short name for when you press this new button, it will again open one small dialog box where you have to type the name of signature like my signature, manager signature, etc. and when you press OK, it will be added here, and here is the area where you actually type your signature. Now, remember that inside signature we can have textual content as well as picture, or we can have business card or address contact details also as a business card. So, this is how we can create signature. Now, this signature will automatically append to every email, right. Next part is to manage your emails. To manage your email, we can have folders. So, creating folder is very easy. You have to go to new and then you have to press folder, and inside when you click on this folder, it will open this dialog box where you just need to type your folder name and where you want to put this folder, that you can decide from folder contains. It contains mail and post items. So, accordingly it filters, and lastly you have to select where you want to place this folder, inside inbox or in personalized folder likewise. So, this is how we can create folder, right. Now, once folder is created, you would like to put your emails inside that folder. So, how to do that? So, using folder is even easier than creating them. Why? Because you just need to drag particular email that you want to put inside folder and just drag it on in that folder and it will be kept there. So, simply drag items from the inbox or other location to the folder in which you wish to store them. It means you need not to do anything, you just need to drag that content to a folder. So, this is how we can manage folder. Microsoft Outlook provides facility for either importing contact from your email account or it allows you to create new contacts. So, here from file and new you have to select contact and it will open this dialog box which is self explanatory. You have to specify full name, job title, company, name of person that you want to add as a contact. Here you can specify their phone numbers, and once that is done you can save and close this, right. So, this is how you can create contacts. Now, once contacts are created, you wish to see that contact or want to search that contact. So, how to do that? We have navigation pane, inside that we have to select contacts, and when you click on these, so here is a list of contact and from here you can filter them or here you can search them. So, you can not only create context, but you can also find out particular contact with the help of find, and you can also search them alphabetically. So, this is how we can manage context. Now, what are the facilities that are available with context? You can search or sort contact, you can create message to particular contact or integrate with other Office applications. So, this is how we can manage contact in Microsoft Outlook. Now, how to remove contact? You have to just select particular contact from view and then you have to press delete key on your keyboard. So, this is how contact can be removed also if you do not want to keep them. So, we can create new contact, we can search contact, we can sort contact, we can delete contact. The last part is creating an appointment. This is a very useful features of Microsoft Outlook. So, from file and then new and then you have to click on appointment and then this dialog box will appear like contact dialog box. So, here in appointment we have to specify subject of appointment, then where it is held or location of appointment, then you have to specify start time, end time, and here you have to specify reminder how much time before you want to send reminder to recipients. So, you can specify reminder also and here you can draft the description of your appointment. Now, once that appointment is ready, you can invite attendees. When you press invite attendees, you have to specify email address to which you want to inform about this appointment and you can also specify recurrence. For example, the general meeting of particular company held every 3 months on a particular day, then that you can specify in recurrence. So, it will next time you need not to create this appointment, it will considered as a recurrence and it will automatically remind on that particular frequency or date and time. So, not only you can create appointment, but you can invite attendees, you can specify recurrence, you can set reminder. So, once all these parameters are set, you can save and close appointment. So, this is how we can create appointment. So, friends, in today's session we have learned about how to configure your Gmail account to use with Microsoft Outlook, how to set up email account in Microsoft Outlook, and we have discussed many features of Microsoft Outlook like how to compose and send email, how to attach file with email, how to use various features like signature with email, and we have also learned about contacts, folders and appointment. So, I hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you and happy learning.